Hi guys, I wanted to come over here and share with you something very personal. And I will be very exact about this. I will actually be very exact to the fucking dot about this. My fucking bad, I forgot to type correctly. There are 73 days, 3 hours, 45 minutes, and 22 seconds. 20, 20 19, 18. The time is just going by. And I felt sick for the past 3 days. I was so unbearably sick that I could not get out of my bed. I could not study anything. I could not revise anything. And now that I have actually been a little better, I have come to realize that there is still so much to do. Although I have done my syllabus, I do not feel confident at all. I do not. But I have to remember that I have made a commitment to this examination and that I have to do it regardless of what I feel and what I do not feel. So I will be keeping my emotions aside for a second. But it is not so easy. What I'm trying to tell you is that the upcoming 2.5 months would be very difficult. They would be very, very difficult, and they would take literally everything that I have and more. They would ask everything that I have and more, and it is not easy. It's really not easy because here's the thing, right? When you're going through hard times is the difficult thing. When you have gone through hard times, it is very easy in hindsight. So I am just trying to tell myself this whenever I do not feel like studying, because there are so many times that मैं पढ़ना नहीं चाहती. I have especially because there is so much to do. इतना कुछ है करने के लिए, and then you look at the entire list and then you realize that there's so little time left and so much yet to do that you are just you just give up for a hot second and you're like, motherfucker, what am I supposed to do now? Like there is so little time and there is so much to do and I am nowhere. I am literally nowhere, and you start panicking. At least that is what happens with me. I am doing my chapter और खुशी खुशी मैं अपना chapter कर रही हूँ और lecture का 1 minute, just 1 minute, and that switch flips. I'm like, how the fuck will I do this and everything else? And so I have just come to this realization that you can do it and that I can do it if I put my mind to it. If 24/7 I'm just thinking of this and nothing else, then I can do it and I will do it, because here's the thing, right? I do not have any other option. I really don't. This is something that I made a choice for myself, and now the time is to prove my choice, right? And I cannot take a step back, even though my mind begs me to take a step back, even though my body begs me to take a step back. I cannot take a step back because now is the time when I serve. And same for you. Same for you. Now is the time for you to serve. When I think about serving, right, there is so much heaviness in my head. There is so much weight on my shoulders, like everybody else. I'm not demeaning your weight. I'm not saying that my weight is heavier than yours. I'm just saying that there is weight on my shoulders, like everybody else. And so whenever the weight overbears and tries to push me down more than what is acceptable on a daily basis, I try to think of the opportunity that I've got. I try to reframe my mind thinking that this is an opportunity, and many girls, since I'm a girl, I think this way. Many girls do not have the opportunity to study. Many girls do not have the opportunity to make their dreams come true. And so I'm lucky. I'm lucky. And for me to say that I do not want to study because I'm tired, me to take a step back because everything is so heavy, me to take a step back because everything is still left, because everything that I've read is not what I'm confident in, that's just shameful. I try to tell myself this, and it really reframes the idea of taking a step back. Because here's the thing, right? Girls are not all over the world. So there are so many girls who are not allowed to study past a certain age. There are so many girls who are not allowed to study past a certain degree. There are so many girls who are given utensils and dishes, and they are forced into the kitchen just for their dreams to be killed, just like that. Their parents do this. And so me, I'm lucky. I try to tell myself this, and whenever you are feeling some sort of way, I'm talking to the boys as well right now. Since I'm a girl, I will take an example of a girl. But to the boys as well, guys, you're lucky. You're lucky. There are people Poverty is a real issue. There are boys who are pushed into begging. There are boys who are pushed into labor. There are boys whose books are taken away from them. There are boys that do not get what you're getting. So the books and the paper that you're getting, the pens that you're getting, it is a privilege. Please understand this. I'm being very direct with you because this is what I feel for myself. I'm not saying that the weight is not heavy. I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is that me trying to take a step back because the weight is heavy is just shameful, because there are kids half my age, 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 12-year-olds, half my age, half your age, who are thinking if I will be able to eat tonight or not. I cannot take a step back. And neither can you. Hard times pass. I try to tell myself this, since I've been through many hard times, and since you have lived, since you have a past with yourself, you have also gone through many hard times. And here's the thing, right? Time passes. You just have to be stable, be strong enough to keep standing when the time is going through you, literally piercing you. You have to be strong enough. And this is a lesson that I've learned in my life. You know what I'm saying? The time that is difficult will pass regardless of whether you do something or not. It will pass, and it will pass at a very constant pace. It is a theory of relativity that makes us think when we're enjoying ourselves कि time बहुत धीरे जा रहा है, कि time बहुत तेज जा रहा है, and when we are in pain we think that time बहुत धीरे जा रहा है, or the opposite. When we are enjoying ourselves, we think that the time is going fast, and when we are not enjoying ourselves, we think that the time is going very slow. It is just the theory of relativity, but 1 minute is 60 seconds, and 60 seconds are very constant. 60 seconds today feel the same, and 60 seconds tomorrow feel the same. What I'm trying to say over here is that you have to keep standing, because it is shameful on your part, on my part, to sit down, to take a step back, when this is a privilege that we're getting. This is a privilege that we're getting. Please do not forget it. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to myself at the moment. This is something that I tell to myself a lot. The fact that I feel that it is okay to take a step. I might fail. I'm not saying that I will not fail. I might fail. I might fail miserably. But for me to take a step back because there is so much yet to do, because I do not feel confident, and because there is so little time left, it is just shameful. It is an embarrassment to the opportunity that I've got, to the privilege that I've got, to everything that I've got. These books, these pens that I've got, the chair that I'm sitting on, a privilege. Not everybody has it. Not everybody has it. Girls all around the world are pushed into marriage at 19, 20 years of age. Girls all around the world have it much worse than me. And I try to think it like this. They would do anything to be in my position. Anything. They would do literally anything to give what they have to somebody else and to take what I have for themselves, because this, what I find heavy, that is the gift that was taken away from them. Okay. Again, I'm not neglecting your weight. I'm not demeaning your weight. I'm not saying that it is very light or that it is not as heavy. What I'm trying to say is that you cannot put it down. You cannot. Because that weight, there are certain weights which are heavier than the others. This weight that you've got, the weight of books, the weight of time, the weight of doing what you said you would, what I said I would, it is much lighter than the weight of being all these things taken away from us in an instant. Just like that. I need you to remember this next time you want to give up. I tell myself this often. Whenever I do not want to study, whenever everything is too difficult, whenever I am forgetting stuff, because I forget a lot, and whenever I'm not getting good marks, because I do not get good marks very often, I tell myself this, that I cannot give up. I cannot. You gave your word months ago. I gave my word months ago. Now is the time when you serve. Please understand. You might want to give up, but you cannot give up. I'm not saying that you will not fail. I'm not saying that you will pass or that there is 100% chance of success. I'm not saying that. Please understand. But regardless, You cannot give up. Have a good day.